Hey, everybody. Oh my gosh, this is the last week of September. I cannot believe it. Laura and I were chatting about what is something we can offer you this week that's really going to help you have a massive breakthrough on your journey. And so I was kind of looking back at your posts and the things that you're sharing in the group. We read all of that. And I was asking myself, what's the one area that everyone seems to be struggling with the most? And over again, it's been nutrition, but more specifically, it's been tracking our nutrition. This has been a struggle for me all month too. I have not rocked at nutrition tracking. And so I thought, well, what's my solution for overcoming this habit of not tracking? How can I work on it? And my solution, I'm going to share with you. I'm going to teach you how I reach a goal, how I change a habit, how I work through something that I'm struggling with. I'm going to share my screen and teach this to you. And I would love for you to actually, like today, apply this by grabbing a piece of paper and working through this with me. You guys, this is something I do every morning. I pick an area that I'm struggling with, whether it's on my personal journey, with my business, with my family, with my friends, whatever. And I work through these thought models, and they help me go from a negative, I don't know what to do, why do I suck at this place, to, oh, I know exactly what to do, and I feel really good about it. And so I'm very excited to teach this to you today. So I am going to share my screen. I hope this is big enough and you can see this. Okay. And so again, this is something that I would love for you to, this is not going to take that much time. This is very simple, and it's probably something new or something you've heard of before. I don't know. Let's just jump into this. So how to change a habit or a behavior. We're going to use these two thought models. The first thought model is going to be one called the unintentional one, which is where we are right now in our head and with our results. And I'm going to use the example of nutrition tracking. So if you just follow me through this model, you'll see this. Okay, let me just highlight. This is where I am right now. So what we're going to do is, on a piece of paper, we're going to label it with a C, with a T, with an F, with an A, with an R. So just going straight down your piece of paper. Okay, back to the C. Your C is your circumstance. And so in our case, this is the habit or the behavior we are wanting to change, the situation at hand. The situation at hand, the habit I want to work on is nutrition tracking. You too, right? So we write in nutrition tracking or tracking nutrition. Then T. T equals thoughts. These are all the thoughts that we are having about this habit. Okay. And so some of those thoughts might be, I suck at this. This is so hard for me. I just can't get it right. I hate to cook. I am busy. I can't do this. Something's wrong with me. We have, like, right. Am I right? Okay. It happens. You're not the only person. So we have these thoughts, okay, about tracking nutrition. Like, why can't I do this? It's not that hard, right? Then we write down our F. The F line are our feelings. Well, how do these thoughts make us feel about tracking nutrition? If I think that something's wrong with me and I just can't get it right and I suck at this, how is that going to make me feel about tracking nutrition or about this journey at all? Right? Well, overwhelmed, like a failure, maybe anxious about it all the time. It's always weighing down on your shoulders, right? That's how it makes you feel. The A line, that's the action. So what are we doing? Okay. So if we're having these thoughts and we feel this way, we feel like a failure, we feel anxious, we feel overwhelmed, we think we suck at this. Well, what are we doing as a result? Our thoughts impact how we feel, which impacts our actions, which I've taught you the think, feel, act cycle before. We're just getting like way more specific now on creating solutions with it. Well, what do we do when we feel that way with nutrition tracking? Well, we don't track our nutrition. We probably eat on plan sometimes. We maybe don't meal prep. We eat out. We don't track. We eat the break room snacks. We snack mindlessly. In the end, you will quit this journey. Okay. So warning sign right now. We got to get this down pat. Then the R line, those are our results. So what kind of results are we getting? if this is what we're doing, thinking and feeling, well, we're not tracking our nutrition. And every week when I ask you to rate your nutrition or whatever, you're probably rating yourself as a 5 or below, So so you're not getting the results on your health journey even that you want, because this habit is not locked and loaded yet, and we're not doing it yet. Okay. So this is where we are, and we don't want to judge ourselves. We just want to be honest with ourselves so we can create our second model, which is our intentional model. Because the thoughts that we're choosing about sucking at this, we actually can choose another thought. And that thought could be, you know what? I'm willing to do this. I know what to do. And so this is just going to pull out the positive side of this. It's going to be more productive. That's going to allow you to actually make these changes. So we dish it all out. We get real. We get honest. We complete the unintentional model. This is what we're doing unintentionally with negative thoughts. But because we can control the thoughts in our head, let's create an intentional model that's going to help us create results, and it's going to give us a solution. This is going to tell us how to change, what to do. So now what we do is we do that again. So you write down we create a whole new model, and this one is so easy now. We write down C, T, F, A, and R. Our C, our circumstance, or the habit that we're trying to change, doesn't change. Tracking nutrition. Write that down in the C line. Then our thoughts. Let's create new thoughts that we actually believe to be true about tracking our nutrition. Okay, because we want to make changes. All right, we know this is the key. So some of my thoughts are, I'm willing to be a beginner again. I know what to do. I'm just going to do it. That's really a big one for me. It feels good to follow through. I'm doing this for me. Like, okay, that feels better, right? So go to the F line. How does it feel now to have those thoughts about tracking nutrition? Well, for me, it makes me feel confident and hopeful. Like, I can do this. Okay, Erin, I've got this, right? So it makes me feel confident and hopeful. So then we get to the A line. And this is where you write down, okay, well, what am I going to do then that's different? If I'm willing to be a beginner, if I know what to do, if I'm just going to do this and I'm doing it for me and I feel confident and hopeful about tracking my nutrition, what am I going to do? My A line, action. What action am I going to take then? This is your plan. Okay. Well, here's my plan. Create a goal to track my food for 1 week. Download and print the nutrition trackers, or you can use the app, you guys. I'm going to download and print the nutrition trackers, put them in a folder, and put them on my kitchen island. I'm going to set a timer on my phone at noon and 7 to complete the trackers, because really that's what I'm doing. I'm not just like, there's no habit yet to go in and fill it out, but I like doing it and it feels good. And when I do it, it works, right? And I want to do it again. So then and then I added this in for you because I would like to challenge you all to do this. Send my daily tracker to my coach or post in the group for accountability by 8 p.m. So maybe you've got a timer at 12, a timer at 7, a timer at 8, or reminders on your phone. And that may seem silly, but it's not. It's what's necessary in order to change this habit that's not working right now, right? So that's our action plan. So then if we think that way, if we feel that way, if we implement this plan, what's our result going to be? Well, we're going to track our nutrition for a week, and we're going to be able to give our nutrition rating a score of an 8 instead of a 5, and we're going to feel really good too. Okay. So that's how we take a habit that it's not working for us, so you could model out in the same way. I'll pull this up here if you need to see this again. C, T, F, A, and R. Maybe you need to model out snacking at night. Maybe you need to model out sleeping, getting to bed earlier. Maybe we need to model out a morning workout. What's a habit that you want to work on this week? Okay. And I would want to challenge you to model this out. So what I want you to share below in the comments is one habit that you want to work on this week. And working on it means we're going to take this, set aside 5 minutes today to do the model with it and come up with a new action plan. All right. And this is going to work because we're thinking about it differently. I'm not just telling you what to do, but now you know why. and how. Okay. And so all I need you to do is to share in the comments what is one goal you want to work towards, or one habit you want to change this week, and share that in the comments. And then bonus points for sharing your intentional model if you want to. If you need any help at all with this, reach out to Laura and I, but I want to see what you have to say this week. And I want to know if this was helpful to you, but this is what I do every single day.